First, a short excerpt from Chinese President Xi Jinping's speech at the World AI Conference in Shanghai on July 17, 2026.
培育各美其美，美美与共的文明百花园。
That was not just another political speech. What China's president effectively declared there was a price war on American AI. Not with missiles, not with tariffs, by giving away the most valuable commodity of the 21st century for next to nothing. And it's not just talk. Days ago, a Chinese company called Moonshot dropped Kimi K3. Very soon, you'll be able to download it. The whole thing, full weights, free. And in the benchmarks, it's breathing down the neck of the most expensive models America has to offer. So let's ask the one question the entire US stock market and the US economy itself is standing on. What pricing power do OpenAI and Anthropic really have when a model that's almost as good can be downloaded for free? China isn't trying to beat America at its own game. It changed the rules. Alibaba's Qwen has overtaken Meta in total downloads. Chinese open-source models are now the most downloaded in the world. And Kimi K3, 2.8 trillion parameters, about to become the largest open-source model in history. What does that mean? The gap between America's frontier models and a free Chinese model has shrunk to a few percentage points on a benchmark. And nobody pays a monopoly premium for a few percentage points.
Anthropic has accused Chinese tech giant Alibaba of extracting its Claude AI technology in what it says is the largest known attack of its kind.
Yes, China probably lifted a good chunk of the original know-how from the US. But let's be fair, American models hoovered up the data of the entire internet, mostly without asking, data that belongs to the whole world. The idea that one country trains models on the knowledge of all humanity and then dictates terms to humanity, the way Trump imagines it, is, thankfully, quietly falling apart. I spent 20 years writing code, so let me claim I can see inside these models a little. The next leap probably won't come from a bigger data center. It will come from the minds of the most brilliant people. And pure demographics says China and India simply have a bigger pyramid of that talent. For generations, America vacuumed up brains from all over the world, but that's breaking down. Data from the Hoover Institution, most of DeepSeek's US-educated researchers have gone back home, and more than half of DeepSeek's researchers never passed through America at all. Trump's insults aimed at China only cement that trend. This is no longer the land of the free and the home of opportunity that drew talented people for generations. How long will it take China to release a clearly superior frontier model to anything the US has? And just as importantly, how many times cheaper will it be to develop?
GPT-5. Now it's like talking to an expert, a legitimate PhD level expert in anything, any area you need, on demand, that can help you with whatever your goals are.
Let's be honest. ChatGPT and Claude are still world-class products. They changed the world. I use them myself. But they're expensive. And pricing power isn't something you have because you're the best. You have it when your customer has nowhere else to go. And today, the customer has somewhere else to go. American startups are already running on Chinese open-source models at scale, partly because they run on weaker hardware. Some companies refuse to ship their know-how into someone else's cloud, and an open-source model behind their own firewall solves exactly that. And what if the real monetization of AI turns out to be fine-tuned, industry-specific solutions deployed directly on the customer's own infrastructure? And who can actually deliver that? How about those written-off software companies the market is busy burying right now? Ironic, isn't it?
All four of America's largest technology companies beat Wall Street expectations.
Now for the uncomfortable math. Big tech's profits in recent quarters were inflated, among other things, by non-operating items, the revaluation of stakes in AI labs on the private market, paper profits built on paper valuations. The entire AI merry-go-round, the lab valuations, the overheated semiconductor multiples, the hundreds of billions in capex that are single-handedly keeping the US economy afloat, rests on one single assumption: future American dominance and future pricing power. This market is priced for perfection. So what happens when those private valuations start getting marked the other way? Will the US economy keep growing when the markets turn south? So what are the odds that America wins back its AI dominance? I'm honestly running out of imagination here. Can someone explain to me in the comments where the reasonable way out is? Does piling even more onto these insane capex numbers still make sense for investors today? Or will it just be another round of pre-election checks keeping the US afloat? I'm certainly not infallible, and this is definitely not investment advice. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Enjoyed the video? Like and subscribe. If not, hit subscribe anyway and be as happy as possible.